Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and today we're over in Mike's garage working on this 1959 Impala. This thing took a couple years to build up from once it got painted, but now it's time to get it ready for the Cleveland Piston Power Autorama show in a couple weeks. So it's been sitting here in the garage a while, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm clay barring it right now, okay? And I've already gone over it once, and you can see, I mean, I've been kneading this, and you can see how dirty the clay bar is just from sitting around in the garage. And what this does is it moves it gets all the surface contaminants off of the car. So then I can apply some more finer, either waxes or whatever we need to get out any little scratches in the paint job, you know, glaze or whatever else. It gives us a good surface to work on. So I've gone over this once already, and you can still, I know you can't see it too good on the camera, but there is a little bit of a haze here and there from just going over it once. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it again with the clay bar. So I use that quick detailer, okay, to give the lubrication for the clay bar, and then I'm just wiping down with microfibers. So we're gonna go over this again. I've already done it once. I'm not happy, so let's try it again. All right, I've gone over this car twice with the clay bar, and it needed it twice. Man, was it dirty. So got all sorts of dirt, you know, in my clay bar, but second time I came through, it looked a little bit better. So I'm happy with that. So now, since we're clay barring, I might as well do the 70 Chevelle, which is also going to the Piston Power Show. And I took the cover off of that, and I was just rubbing my fingers across here, and it just, oh my gosh, it feels so rough compared to what the 59 Impala feels like. So let's get back on. Let's go over on this car and do a clay bar on it, since it's going to the Piston Power Show too. I mean, look at the clay bar after just one swipe over the top of this. Not even the whole top. I mean, that's tons of dirt, and the car's sitting under a cover. All right, so we've been working on this Impala, and now I'm doing. I decided on this car, I'm gonna do a number 7 glaze on it, and I've already done it to this side, but not that side. Can't you tell the difference? No, you can't tell the difference on the damn camera, I tell you. But it is looking nice in person. I've got the roof line done, and I've got half of this back here done, and then I've got the side of the car. So now I'm going to attack the other side of the car. Jesus, this is a lot of work. I tell you, I don't know how guys back in the 50s did this. They must have spent weeks keeping their cars clean like this. They're so big. It's unbelievable. And then over here on the Chevelle, after I did, yeah, I'm going to tell you what I did. After I did the clay bar on this, it feels pretty good. This car, you know, Paul painted both of these cars, but he did an extra good job on this one compared to the Impala. The Impala really was never meant to be a show car, but this car was. And its paint is just absolutely beautiful. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a ceramic coat wax on this, and we'll call it done with that. But over here on this, I'm going to finish my glaze, and then I'm going to go back over with the ceramic coating by Meguiar's. I'm using Meguiar's products today. Hey, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. We're getting the 59 Impala ready for the Cleveland IX Piston Power Show, and I'm going through a couple of steps. This car's never been treated on the body as far as wax or cleaners or anything. This just a fresh restoration, fresh paint job. So we're trying to bring up some more pop and get rid of the little micro scratches that happened while we were working on the car over the last 2 years. So the first thing I did, since the car's been sitting here uncovered, I went over with, it was basically clean to the eye, but as you can see, looking at this, well, you can't see it all, but this is a clay bar, and I clay barred the whole car and got a lot of contaminants off the surface of the paint, and that got the paint feeling nice and smooth, okay? And now, then I took a glaze, okay, Meguiar's, I can't remember which glaze I took, and I went over the car again with the glaze. It was, I think it was number 7 or number 9, can't remember. That fills in a lot of the little scratches, and I machine buffed that out with a foam pad, okay? Now what I'm doing is, the final step that I'm going through on this car is I'm using this new hybrid ceramic wax from Meguiar's. I've used this before, really like it. And I didn't have any pads available to me, so I just used a machine pad, and I went ahead and just worked it in by hand. And now I'm gonna take a pad with a machine and wipe it off. You wanna let this set 3 to 5 minutes and let it actually dry. But don't let this stuff dry out in the sun, because it'll get caked on so bad that you won't be able to get it off. But anyway, I like this Meguiar's ceramic wax. It's a really nice coating that lasts a long time, and it seals the paint job up. I mean, Mike, after this Piston Power Show, Mike plans on driving this car. We never really built this car to be a show car. We built it as a driver, and it's going to go to a lot of the local car shows. So one thing I want to remind you of, or I want to tell you about, make sure you shake this up. I had to shake this up about 3 minutes. I don't know how long this stuff sits on the shelf, but it turns into water, and you can see dots of the wax in there, and you really don't want that when you spread it out. You want a nice creamy mix. So make sure you shake this stuff up really good. All right, I'm gonna hit this thing one more time, and I'll show you the results. All right, there you go. Now I've got the ceramic wax on. Is it perfect? No. This car is huge. I mean, I've only got one set of eyes, and we're gonna need some more sets of eyes to get on this thing. You know, once we get it into different light, I'm sure more spots will show up, and it looks pretty good for right now. I know on the camera it's looking absolutely gorgeous, but this is a lot of work getting a car this big ready for a car show. I mean, this is huge compared to the Chevelles or the Corvettes or whatever. But man, she's looking really nice. Mark Meldrum. Meldrum's Monster Garage. We just don't, we build them. We don't shine them up all the time. We mostly build these cars. So enjoy. You know, this 59 Impala has miles and miles of stainless trim. I mean, you can see it all the way down the car here, all the way around the windows, all around the trim here, all around the trunk, and yeah, this is a piece from the trunk that I screwed up yesterday. Oh, I feel so bad. But luckily, all the trim was polished by Aiden at Grafton Metal Finishing. He's right around the corner from us. I highly recommend him. I mean, he just does a fabulous job. And what was happening is, I don't have the clips in the back of this right now, but I noticed that this end was kind of loose on the back of the truck. So I decided to tighten the screw. Well, when I tightened it, it put a dent on the other side because the screw was too long and it went through. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do now? So I called up Aiden and I ran down to his shop, and he grabbed his little tools out, and he took the clips out, and he pounded the dent back down, and then he sanded it, and then he ran through 3 buffing machines, all in about 10 minutes. He saved my butt. Oh my God, Mike would have shot me if he saw that. But now this trim piece looks nice. I'm gonna make sure when I put it on, I don't use that long of a screw, especially when you get down here at the end and it's a lot, you know, thinner. Up here it's a lot fatter. It's more forgiving, but I'll keep my eye on that too. But hey, when you're putting these cars together and sometimes you don't know what screw went where, you take a chance. And I took a chance that bit me in the ass. But thanks to Aiden, I'm back in business. All right, got the piece back on, and you can't even tell. I mean, that's where it was, right there. You can't even tell. Oh my gosh. It saved my butt today. Whew, just look at it. Back on the 70 Chevelle, and like I'm just using that ceramic wax and from Meguiar's, and I'm just hand applying it with this big applicator that goes usually on a machine. I didn't have any hand applicators, but I'm gonna basically go over this whole car, and I've already done that. I'm just going back and checking spots now, and you might be able to see a little bit of a haze on there. We're gonna let this dry for 3 to 5 minutes. And what I'm doing now is I'm going back over and making sure I don't see any wet spots on here that aren't going to dry up quick. But we're gonna clean this up. But I'm not going to use the machine, and I didn't use the machine over on the 59 either. I just did it all by hand with microfiber, clean microfiber towels. So yeah, that's how I'm going about things. I got to tell you. Man, this stuff smells good. It's just so sweet smelling. Oh, it smells like candy. Wow. And that's what this car looks like. It looks like candy. Just look at it. All right, there you go. We got the 1970 SS Chevelle all cleaned up. This is 454 LS6 Chevelle. We took this to the McCacken show in Chicago a couple years ago. Scored really high in the 900s. Very, very proud of the work that Uncle Larry and myself and Mike did on this car. And we had help along the way. Painter Paul did a fantastic job on this paint job. And it really came out nice. Scored in, like you said, scored in the high 900s at McCacken in Chicago. And also something I'm really, really proud of is that it got a head judge platinum pick. So that just meant the world, that the head judge went back out after the car was done, and it was out of all the GM cars, it got a platinum award. So that was pretty cool. We look forward to showing this car at the Piston Power Show. It's never been shown there. The 59's never been shown there. And we're hoping to get a lot of good response. Hope you guys can make it out to talk to us at the Northern Ohio Chevelle Club display. And we will see you next week. Make sure you stop by and say hello and tell me you watch the videos on Meldrum's Monster Garage. If you ever want to see more videos on this 70 Chevelle or the 59 Impala, I've got a complete playlist on how we built both of those cars over the years. And hopefully some of the pointers I give can help you restore your car. All right, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. See ya.